Hello, welcome. So in this video, I'll be going over an all-in-one AI appointment booking chatbot to seamlessly handle booking, rescheduling, and cancellation of appointments. So in one of my previous videos, I had actually built a similar kind of bot, but it was only meant to book appointments. And in that video, I had got some feedbacks saying that I had missed some key points related to bot setup. Which was actually true. I took that feedback and built a whole new bot by also adding the missing features, which was rescheduling and cancellation. I also made sure that this time everything is super simple and clear so that you can follow through this video and you can plug and play this particular bot into your business right today. So before we actually get into the demo, I would like to introduce you to the sponsors of this video, which is my own software called Flowbot 360. This is a self-hosted dashboard for your Flowise chatbots so that you can effortlessly track, monitor, and share your Flowise chatbot reports with your clients. And all of that happens in real time. So if you're a Flowise chatbot agency and you've been sharing your chatbot metrics with your clients in a manual way, then I would suggest you to take a look at the Flowbot 360 dashboard and see if it makes your life easier, right? So this is how the dashboard looks like. So I'm hosting it on my own domain. So since it's self-hosted, everything is in your control. So I can just choose pick a bot and then see all the metrics here. This is the key metrics of this bot. And then over here, if I go to the conversations page, I can see all the conversations that's happening between our chatbot and the user. And over here in the client management section, this is where you add clients and also assign chatbots or assign or remove chatbots for the clients, right? So this is all you can do over here in the chat in the dashboard. So just give it a shot, and take a look at the product and see what you feel about it. And also make sure to grab the early adopter offer, which is currently going on. I think it's for the next 12 customers only. If you don't see this offer in this page, I'm sorry, I think you would have missed it. So make sure to grab it as early as possible, right? So I'll come back to this in a bit, but let's get back to the demo of our bot. So this is the bot, and I am seeing two different cases here. So one is where user tries to perform all three actions in the same flow, meaning they book, reschedule, and cancel in the same stretch, which is a rare case, I think. And the second flow is a more natural one, which is you book an appointment first and then you come back after some time, you reschedule or cancel the appointment. So we'll try to cover both cases and see how a bot handles it. So the first flow would be to do everything in the same flow, and then we'll go to the next one after that. So first, let me just try to book an appointment. Asking me for my name. I'm giving it anonymous. It's asking me for my email. So asking me when I would like to book an appointment. Let's say tomorrow. So let's see whether it understands what I'm talking about. So when I say tomorrow, it should get me all the slots for March 10th, right? As today is March 9, you can see also here. So tomorrow technically mean March 10th. So it got me all the slots correctly, March 10th, and it has got me these slots. Let me just confirm this. Let me go back. So this is the event that I'm using. If I go over here, this is a test event. So if I just open this one, yeah, on March 10th, I'm seeing four slots here: 6 a.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and 10 p.m. And I'm seeing the same slots here, so it is correct. So let me just choose the 9 p.m. one. And okay, it's asking me to confirm these details. So book an appointment on March 10th at 9 p.m. with this email address. This is correct? Yes. Okay, it says your appointment has been booked on March 10th at 9 p.m. Let me just confirm it. Go back here, go to bookings. Yes, you can see on March 10th, I can see an appointment on 9 at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Just correct. So if I go back, this worked fine. Now let's try to reschedule it. Right. So this particular flow is a rare case. They would not try to do all of it in one shot. But just making sure our bot is ready for this case. So like to use, okay, yes, I'd like to use the same details. Email used for booking, I'd like to use the same one. So it should go ahead and use the same email that I provided earlier. So yeah, it picked the one and got me, it came back with a name. For an appointment on March, okay, 9 p.m. correct. I'd like to reschedule on which day to, probably I'll push it to Tuesday, right? Let's see how it understands it. Okay. On March 11th, which is correct, yes. So since Sunday, today is March 9th, Sunday. So technically 11th of March would be Tuesday, yes. So it got me these four slots. Let me confirm it again. 11th March, yeah, I can see four slots. So let me just pick 6 a.m. slot here. Okay, it's asking me to confirm again. Reschedule appointment from March 10, 9 p.m. to March 11 at 6 a.m. Should I proceed? Yes. Let's wait for it. Okay. It's been successfully rescheduled to March 11th at 6 a.m. Let me confirm it over here. Yes, it has changed now. Let me refresh. And I can see the same booking has been rescheduled to 11th March, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. slot. Perfect. Let me know. Try to cancel this one. Same email. I don't want to provide it again. So I'm just going to say same. So it's a yes. Just to cancel, should I proceed with the cancellation? Yes, go ahead. Okay, has been cancelled. Let me confirm it. Okay, yes. Let me refresh this again. And I don't see any appointments here. So this flow worked perfectly fine. So we did all actions in a single flow. And let's now refresh this and follow our typical flow, which is we first book an appointment and then we do the rescheduling in a different session and cancellation in a different session again. Book appointment again. Name, I would like to use the same name. Email here. On which date? Again, I would like to choose tomorrow. So you can say today or tomorrow, or you can hard code the value like saying 10th March, 11th March, right? So it has gone ahead and got me the same slots, which is correct. I'd like to choose a 10 p.m. one this time. Okay, March 10 at 10 p.m. with the same email. Yes. Perfect. Okay. It says appointment has been booked for March 10th at 10 p.m. Let me confirm it. Yep. I can see a new appointment over here. And let me refresh this now. Refresh it again. Come back. Now this time I booked an appointment. Now I can see my appointment over here. And then after some time I changed my mind and now I want to reschedule it, right? I'd say reschedule. Email. Now this time it's only asking me for my email. So what happens is when you provide email, it's going to search for any appointments under the same email, and it comes up with the message here saying it found an appointment on March 10 at 10 p.m. On which date you'd like to reschedule? Let's say on 12th. Let's see what it understands. Provide me the new date you'd like to reschedule. Let's say 12th. So it's trying to be clear here. Perfect. It now understood. Here are the 12 available slots for March 12th. Let me confirm it again. On 12th, I see the same slots: 6 a.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. I see the same one. Let me push it to 6 a.m. So it says from March 10, 10 p.m. to March 12, 6 a.m. Should I proceed? Yes. Okay, perfect. It says it's been successfully rescheduled. Let me just confirm. Okay, perfect. Refresh it. You can see the appointment has been changed from 10th to 12th and 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. And let me refresh this. Refresh this again. Click on cancel appointment. Now I'll try to cancel this one. The same email. Okay, it says you have an upcoming appointment on March 12 at 6 a.m. Do you wish to cancel it? Yes. Okay, one last time. Yep, perfect. The appointment has been cancelled. Cool. So if I refresh this, I don't see any appointments. And even if I just take a look at my email, right, at my inbox, so I can see all the actions that's been happening, right. So I try to book, reschedule, cancel, book, reschedule, cancel. So all the emails are also being sent perfectly fine, right? So everything is working perfectly fine. So this is how this bot works. Let me just close this and let me take you through the features, right? Before I actually show you the build, let me just talk about this one real quick. So talking about the features, this is a bot which is built to handle all the flows of an appointment a journey appointment booking journey, which is booking, reschedule, and cancellation, right? So it handles all three actions perfectly fine. And then the second case is, let's say user has multiple appointments, right, under the same email. How would this bot handle it? This handles it in a similar fashion, right? So whenever user has multiple appointments under the same email, so it basically shows, lists them, and then asks user to pick which one you would like to proceed with, right? I would cover this part in a much deeper way while I go through the build, where I've specifically given it in the prompt saying that you have to perform only one action at a time. So even if user has multiple appointments under the same email, so it lists all of them and then asks user to pick just one, so that it can proceed with that. And then once that's done, they can go through the process again and this time choose a different appointment. So this bot handles that case as well. So even if you have multiple appointments, it works perfectly fine. And then the third point is time zone is automatically detected and applied based on the user's location. You've seen this live. So my current time zone is Indian time zone, and current date is 9th March. So when I specify today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, it clearly recognizes it, because we're actually providing all those values to the prompt, right? I'll show you how that works. So this is something that I missed in one of my previous videos that I was talking about. So this is that flow, right? How does my chatbot know what does today mean, and how does it know my time zone and my current date time, right? So this is how we do it. So in Flowise, you have this option of specifying variables, right? Variables are something that hold some value, which you can create. There's a specific section for it. So if you go over here to the dashboard and go to variable section, so this is where you can specify variables, and you can see these two variables, right? Client current time and client time zone. So this is what we are using to tell our chatbot through prompt what my current time and time zone is, right? I'll show you what this actually means. So you've seen the variables. So I'm using two variables here, time zone and current time. I've set up this variables in my Flowise dashboard, and I've been injecting these variables into my prompt, right? So wherever I use these variables, and then whenever I provide values to these variables, that will be automatically injected into the prompt. So how everything works is, on the browser we are running a chatbot. So how does a chatbot know what time it is, right? So a chatbot has no idea, but our browser does. So in our browser we have all this information. We have information about the time zone and the current time. As soon as you load the chatbot on the browser, the chatbot asks this information about the time zone and the current time from the browser. The browser gives that detail, and then we initiate this bot with this detail. So as you type any question, we are actually sending these details every single time to our Flowise server, and then this value is, since we use these variables in our prompt, these values get replaced with the ones we provide in the request. So that's exactly how everything works. So if I had to simplify everything, we have this concept of variables which holds but some value, and we are using those variables in our prompt, right? So our chatbot here, it gathers all the required information from the browser and then sends it to our server, and our server has this prompt, and we have all the information over here. And since we are also passing the time zone and current time here, the values that's being sent here will automatically be replaced here in our prompt. So that's how it knows about the time and the time zone, right? So this is how the entire flow works. So with this approach, you can actually build like really super powerful applications and flows by passing dynamic data to your prompt, so that you dynamically inject values from somewhere else into your prompt, and then get response from it, right? So this is super powerful. If you don't provide these values, if you don't override it from outside, your chatbot will just assume some random date from 2020 or 2022, right? Which is not what we want. We want to be really specific and really exact when it comes to time and time zone. So this is how we are actually doing it. So we are overriding these values from outside and injecting it dynamically into our prompt, so that it knows what time zone and the current time is. So this is how I'm doing it. This was something that I missed in my previous videos, and hopefully you got it now, how things are set up, right? I'll show you how I inject these values. Now let me go back to my agent flows, and this is the build, right? This is the entire agent flow. So this is a set of sequential agents that's completely handling this flow. So let me just start from here. So this is the start node. Let me start from here, and I've connected the chat model. I'm using OpenAI over here, and the temperature is set to zero point 0.5. I don't want it to be too creative, that's why I set it to zero point 0.5. And for memory, I'm using MySQL. I'm running a MySQL instance on Railway. I've connected to that. And over here, state, yes, this is where I have set up some state variable so that I can use it within my agents. I'll talk about this in a bit. And here I have condition agent. So this is what routes to different agents based on condition, right? So if user wants to book an appointment, it'll route the request to booking appointment agent, or if they try to go to rescheduling, it'll pass it on to rescheduling appointment agent, right? So this is what it is. If I just open it up and show you this, so this is how the system prompt looks like. And then starting with this one, appointment booking agent. So this agent is connected to two different tools, which is retrieve available free slots from the database, and this one is the one which actually makes a request and books an appointment. So each these two tools are basically making requests to cal.com, The first one asks for all the available slots, and the second one actually books it, right? So if you just open the system prompt here, so that you can see I made it very clear on what it has to do step by step. So it did first ask for name, username, and then ask for user email, and then on which date they would like to specify, they would like to book an appointment. And then it should see, this is where I am specifying it to get me all the slots, right? Available slots on the selected date. So I'm saying retrieve available free slots for the selected date using this particular tool. So this is nothing but this tool, right? So it makes a request of this tool to get all the available slots for the date which was selected by the user, and then just formatting the date. And after that, it's I'm just saying it to confirm details before actually booking it. And then once confirms, just use this book appointment tool to save the appointment in the database. I'm just handling different cases here on success case and failure case, and then I'm specifying strict boundaries and rules for this agent, right? This is really important, otherwise it'll just go off rails sometime. So this was it. And then if I just open this additional parameters, so you can see available slots for booking. So available slot, this is being picked from the state variable, and then today's date and time, right? So this is where I'm just injecting the value from outside, right? So you can see whenever I provide this value, it will be automatically injected over here. So if I just open my HTML file, right, I think that will be much clear. So this is how it looks like. So this is my HTML file, and this is where I'm providing the value, right? When I initiate this bot, I'm asking these details uh, from the browser. So when I run the same thing on the browser, for example, if I just copy this part, this is just to make sure that the browser knows what time zone it is. For example, if I run the same thing on the browser, so it comes up with Asia Calcutta, which is my time zone. And if I run this one over here, it says Sunday March 9th, which is my current time, right? So this is just to show you that the browser knows about your time zone and your current time. So what we're doing is on chatbot init, we are asking these details, client time zone and client current time from the browser, right? It gets it. And then on every request we make, it's just sending these details. And then since we are receiving it, and then we in the in the prompt we are injecting the variables. So wherever you use this variable in the prompt, the value that you send from outside will be automatically injected from here, from there. So the client current time would be set to this value over here. So that's how it's being injected. And if I go back here, mm, talking about a second agent, which is appointment rescheduling agent. This was a bit tricky to get it working. So this agent is connected to three different tools. So one is upcoming booked appointments. So this tool makes a request to cal.com to get all the booked appointments of the user using their email. And then this tool is basically the same one, retrieve available free slots, so that they can pick a new slot, right, to reschedule it, the existing appointment to. And then the third one is the one which actually goes ahead and makes reschedules the appointment. So these are the three tools which are connected to this agent. So if I just open this up again I've given it clear instructions on what it needs to do. Ask for email once it's gathered, get me the booked appointments, right? And then uh, once that's done, just ask user to pick another slot. And then after that it goes ahead and fetches the new slots. And then that's done. It's just going to go ahead and finalize the appointment and then reschedule it. So this is how everything is set up. And also over here as well, you can see the strict boundaries and rules set up for this agent. And same thing for appointment canceling agent. If I just open this up, you have clear instructions on what needs to be done along with the rules. And over here, it's using two different tools again. One is upcoming booked appointments, because it needs to know booked appointments, so that user can pick one and it can go ahead and cancel it. And then the second one is the one which actually cancels the appointment. So if I just quickly open one and show you what it actually looks like, this is basically a JavaScript code that I've written, which makes a request to cal.com and then performs the action, and then returns back the data to our agent. Right? That's how it works. And then the last one, so we've got three agents here: appointment booking, reschedule, and cancellation agent. And then this last one is a fallback agent, meaning if user just talks about something else, something other than appointment management, this LLM node gets triggered, and then it just handles it in a friendlier manner, and then pushes the user to to book an appointment or do something like that. So this, you can see the prompt here. Right, that's it. This is the build of this appointment booking chatbot. Let me go back here. Let me talk about how you can set up, right? How you can set up this bot on your Flowise. So you can download this agent flow plus all the tools that I've used for that bot in the description, along with the HTML file. So once you've downloaded everything, you just need to load the agent flows and tools into your Flowise dashboard. If you go here, if you click on any setting, for example, if you're starting a new one, right, add new, click on setting, you get this option to load agent. This is where you need to load your agent flow config file, and then you come back to tools and click on click on load, and it'll ask you to upload the tools, right? And you'll have it downloaded. So just upload all the tools. So in our case, we need these five tools, right? You can see the names here: upcoming booked appointments, retrieve available free slots from database, reschedule appointment, book appointment, cancel appointment. So these are the five tools that we need in order for this bot to work. And where's that? Yes, once you've loaded your agent flows and tools, all you have to do is replace the values of the state variable. So if you go back to the agent flows and click on state, right? So this is where you have to add your API keys, right? So cal API key. So this is my API key right now. You just need to replace this with yours, and then event type, again you have to replace it with yours. So you have these two other state variables here. You don't need to touch this. You don't have to make any changes to this. Just all you have to do is replace this API key and event type ID with your details. And once that's done, let me go back. Set up two global variables, right? You need to set up two global variables, which I've already shown you. If you go to variables, so you need to set up these two variables with the same name. So all you have to do is click on add variable, and then so you have the same variables in the HTML file as well. So just copy this from here, add variable, and in the value you can just specify anything. Anyway, we are overriding it from a browser value, right? With that we get from the browser. So you can just add anything, just add x, and then click on add. And you have to do the same thing for the other variable. Client current time, just copy, add as variable, and for value you can just add anything. And then once this is saved, let's see what we have to do next. And this is the most important thing. So once you've added these variables, right, these two variables, we need to make sure this setting is enabled. For example, if you go to configuration, right, we need to make sure we can override it, right? By default it would be turned off. This is how it would look like in your case. So what we have to do is turn it on, and then scroll down a bit. Even this will be off. You just have to turn it on, both client current time, client time zone, and click on save. So what we are essentially doing is we're telling Flowise to allow us to override these two variables from outside. So that's basically what we are trying to do. So if you don't enable these, the bot won't work properly, because this will basically block our chatbot from using the values from outside, so which we want to avoid, right? So you just need to make sure you just enable these three toggles here, and then click on save. And now we can override from outside. And then in HTML file, replace values, and it's ready. So over here I've added this comment. So you just have to replace it with your Chatflow ID and your API host, meaning where you're hosting your Flowise server, right? And one key thing to notice, a chatbot functions only through embed script, as we need to override the variables, right? Like I said, overriding the variables is the most important step in the entire flow. So if you try to run a chatbot from here within the dashboard, or if you try to run it from here, right, copy from here and then open it in a new page, it won't work, because that way we cannot able to override the variables. So that will just break our chatbot. So that's the most important step, is you can only run this bot using the embed script by using HTML file. So basically you can just copy this and then paste it wherever you like in your own website or something, and it will work fine. So there was a lot. I'll try to recap it in a very quick manner. So how you can set up this entire bot, you just need to follow these instructions step by step. First thing is to download everything, all the agent flow file and tool config files. Once you've downloaded everything, just load them up into your Flowise dashboard. Once you've loaded, you have to replace the state variables with your API credentials. So just come here, open this one, replace these two variables with your API key and event type from cal.com, right? Once that's done, set up two new global variables. You have to go here to variables, set up these two variables with the same name. How can you get these names? You can check your HTML file. So these two variables, just copy paste, and for value you can just add anything. And once you've added this is the most important step, which is to enable the overriding configuration. You go back to the bot again, click on settings, configuration, and then make sure you just turn it on. Otherwise we cannot override the values. Once you have turned it on, click on save, and then go back to your HTML file. And since you got your new bot here, just copy your Chatflow ID from here, paste it over here, and then for API host, just use your base URL, meaning the URL where you're hosting your Flowise server, right? And that's it. Once you've followed all these 6 steps, and when you open the HTML file and double click on it, it's going to open in a new browser, and then you can just start using it. That's it. You just need to follow these 6 steps in order to get this bot working perfectly fine. And next step, right? So once you're done with the bot, right, this is how you can add it to your Flowboard 360 dashboard. It's just super simple. All you have to do is, once you have your bot ready, just copy your Chatflow ID, go to your Flowboard 360 dashboard, and then click on add new bot. I'm just going to add appointment bot and paste in your flow ID and click on add bot. Yep, it's added. Let me just select appointment bot. You can see I had 4 different conversations. So you can see all the conversations. If I go to conversations section here, I can see all the conversations I had before, right? So this is the first one where I booked an appointment, rescheduled and cancelled. So all that conversation data I can see here. It's super simple and clean. So I can just monitor everything from here. And then over here, if I go to client management, I can just quickly add a new client and then just assign this chatbot to that particular client. Right. Now, this is the last one. Thanks you so much for watching this till the end. If I made any mistakes in between, just feel free to correct me in the comment section. So you can just download all the files that I've used, in this bot from the description. And you can check out Flowbot 360, my software, and don't miss out on the early adopter offer before it's gone. Right? And then, if you would like to work with me to build sophisticated bots, chatbots, and agentic apps flows like this, feel free to reach out. And this is my email. And falcon27.com is an agency that I run. You can reach out to me from there as well. That's where you have my calendar link. You can book an appointment from there, and we can talk. Right. And that's it. And thank you so much for sticking by till the end. I think this was a very long video, and hope you learned something new. And I'll see you again in another video. Until then, take care. Bye.